You look funny.
So normally I would take the train to Freising, but today Yannick is with me because I'm done with my master program, almost. One of the questions that you guys ask the most is what am I studying? I'm studying the Masters in Sustainable Resource Management from the Technische Universität München, or TUM. Maybe some of you guys are confused right now. A lot of you know that I finished my master program a while ago, so yes, this video was recorded last year and somehow we never felt like it was the right time to post it, but we're sick and tired of waiting. Yeah. But before we continue, we want to thank the sponsor of this video, Lingoda.
With Lingoda, you can take language classes online, and now with their Sprint program, you have the chance to get 3 months of language classes for free.
Yes, we really like Lingoda. I loved every single class I taken with them, and actually 2 of my best friends already signed up for Lingoda, and I was so happy to hear that both of them really liked it.
So if you want to improve your language skills and that language happened to be one of these, then maybe the program can help you with that.
Depending on how much time you have, you can choose between 2 different options. With the Super Sprint, you will take 30 classes a month for 3 months, and if you attend every single class, you will get 100% of your money back.
And if you choose the Sprint, you will take 15 classes a month for 3 months. And if you attend every single class, you will get 50% of your money back. Now there are a bunch of rules that you need to follow in order to get the cash back, and we just want to tell you, make sure to read all the rules carefully.
Yes, because Lingoda, they're very strict with that.
Yeah.
You can sign up for the program until December 28th, and all the classes are gonna start on January 15th.
To sign up, you have to pay a deposit, but if you finish successfully, you will also get that money back. Until then, you can use this code to get €10 discount on the deposit.
Yes. So guys, again, make sure to read all of the rules because we want you to succeed and enjoy the sprint.
And now, let's get back to
The video.
Munich. We made it to the parking lot of the train station in Freising. And in case you were wondering, as a Mexican, you're allowed to drive in Germany with your license from Mexico for the first 6 months. After that, you can't. And it doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Nobody gets it. But these are the rules.
That's life. Welcome to the Freising station. I brought you here because it was always my first stop when I was going to university. I would arrive here with a train and then I would go there.
Where you can see the buses in the background.
And take the bus to Weihenstephan, which is where my campus was. That was a normal day for me. With this weather too. As a student, you're forced to pay 67 euros, and with that, it includes already the transportation, so you save a lot of money. But you can only ride the transportation between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. I didn't want to wake up that early, so I bought the ISAR card, and I only paid 195 euros per semester to be able to take the public transportation anywhere I wanted. So I did that, but you have to buy a new one every 6 months.
And I, not being a student, had to pay over 100 euros per month. So as a student, you definitely save a lot of money.
That's the bus that I would always take to my campus. Thankfully, I don't have to take it anymore. I'm done! And now let's go to the campus. We made it to the bus stop outside of my campus here in Weihenstephan. The first thing you have to know is that TU München has 3 different locations, one in the center of Munich, one in Garching, and one in Freising. I studied in the Freising one, and after arriving here with the bus, the first thing I did was go into the campus and take class.
So we're on our way to Joss's forestry building. And how do you find the way? With this arrow on the ground.
I've never noticed them until you said it now. I really like this part of the campus because it looks like a park. It's so green, and when it's snowing, oh my god, it looks beautiful. I don't know if this is the same for every campus in Germany, but at least in my building, they're very dog friendly. So a lot of the students bring their dogs with them to class. And that's why they even have some poop bags outside so the poop doesn't stay around everywhere.
So that's the building where Joss was studying.
We made it to class. Let's go inside. It smells like my university.
Yeah, totally smells like university.
Right?
So where are we now?
Now we are where all of the classrooms are.
Yes, that small woman there.
Yes, I'm wondering if this is important for the exam.
Everything is important.
So this is where I would have classes back then. And if my classes were, for example, at 8 and I arrive on time, then this is exactly how the room would have looked like, because somehow in this campus, for some strange reason, every single class starts 15 minutes after it's supposed to start. So instead of 8, it would be 8:15.
You're on a wire until it breaks.
There were some classes that were very good, some teachers that were amazing, and some teachers that were not that great. So some classes actually looked like this. Many times I came here and there were only like 2 more people in the entire classroom. If free universities and dog-friendly classrooms are not enough to convince you that Germany is the place to be, let me tell you that the first brewery in the world is located inside of my campus. And at least here, I don't know if this is the same for every German university, but here we are allowed to go to the cafeteria, get a beer, bring it to the classroom, and drink beer while studying or while taking class. Prost.
Hey, pretty baby.
With the shape of you. Oh my god, copyright. The good thing about my master's is that we got to research a bunch of problems all around the world because we have such an international group of students. So for example, this is from my master's too, and they were talking about Spain. Here they talk about Brazil, Uruguay, Melbourne, Australia, you know, California. So you get to learn a little bit of everything. So at around 12:30, it's time to have lunch in Germany. And here in Freising, we go to the Mensa. And for me, this is such a funny word because in Spanish, Mensa means dumb, but in German, Mensa means cafeteria. I'm about to buy my last thing at the Mensa because I still have 180 in my little card, student ID. And that's gonna be my last time buying something here.
Are you sad?
No, I'm happy.
Don't be
Let's go.
sad. Okay.
To be honest, I hate this Mensa. I don't like the food that they serve here. It's pretty cheap, but still it doesn't taste that good to me. And I never really like coming here. But luckily, there's an Asian Imbiss right outside of the library, inside of the campus. And it's so good and it's so cheap and I freaking love it.
Let's have some Asian food now. We found a fly
What is that?
in the curry.
I don't know how to take it off, babe. Help me.
Hey, no!
After eating, I would usually go back into classes, but if there were no classes left, I would go home. I know some of my colleagues would stay here at the library and be very nerdy and cool. So I want to show you the library. This is the terrace of the library. It's usually full of people when it's good weather, which is not that common in Munich. But I find it very pretty and kind of cute. I hope nobody can hear me from here.
You always have to be super quiet in the library, and Joss is speaking like this.
Yeah, I hate it because I speak a lot. Yeah, Yannick. I was never here actually. I was here like 3 times and it was just because of team projects. So just showing you, but this was not part of my normal day. After my last class, I would usually go back to the station to take the train back home. And that mostly ended up in 2 scenarios. But this day, Yannick was there with his car. So that was pretty much one day in my life as a student of TU München. At this point, I would usually go home and hang out with Yannick and make some cool YouTube videos for you guys.
Or chill in bed.
Yeah, or Netflix and chill. I haven't been back to that university for over a year now, and looking back at this video makes me feel like a bit nostalgic because it brings me back very nice memories, but also some very like difficult times of my life. I had to struggle a lot in Germany, not only with university, but also with who I was. So I feel like it was definitely worth it because the way I was before Germany is a completely different person than who I am today, and I do not regret it at all.
I don't regret it either because this way I got to experience 2 years of living together with her.
Yes.
I saw you growing up, becoming a woman.
Yeah, you were there for the ride and it was a bumpy ride,
It was
guys.
a bumpy ride, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
Because now we're here.
Yes.
Another year later, still together.
If any of you are interested in studying in Germany, I have 2 things that may help you. The first one is a help group on Facebook where all of us help each other. And it's a lot of fun because you can talk to people that have already studied in Germany and they can tell you exactly how they did things and give you recommendations. So it's a great community. I'm super proud of it. We're gonna leave the link in the description. And the second one is that I made a Q&A video explaining into detail all the steps that I had to take to go to Germany. If you're interested in that, then click here or there. And I hope you like this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up.
Subscribe to our channel and we'll see you next week. Adios muchachas.
Tschüss.